How's it going, guys? It's Alninio here, and this video is going to be explaining all the different types of combos for Katarina that you can do up from level 1 to level 18. Keep in mind that combos are based on Katarina's level, so it depends on Shampoo's refund. The reason I say level 1, 6, 11, and 16, these are very important levels for Katarina. I will say this before I begin showing you the combos, because at those levels, these are Katarina's main spikes, where Shampoo is refunded. So the Shampoo refund is this, basically. Picking up Dagger will reduce Shampoo's cooldown by 10.9 seconds, 78%. Right, so 78% is refunded. Keep in mind, cooldown reduction has an effect on that. So once that hits level 6, it becomes less. Just keep that in mind. So we're going to start at level 2, because that's when you typically all in. These are just combos, but these are also situational combos. So we're going to show you the level 2 first. So we get Q and E at level 2. Now keep in mind, the best way to all in is around level 3, where you get 2 daggers, but sometimes you all in level 2 because let's say it's a Veigar who really doesn't do much at level 2, like he's weak early, right? You can punish that. You can also do that against Twisted Fate. Champions who have a weak early, so it's also important that you understand that you can beat the champion at that certain level based on the matchup. So it's very important that you know all the matchups and get a lot of practice playing against every champion in the game. So let's say we have a minion here. Very quickly put this allied minion. Let's say this is a minion and he's about to lose his health. Most people, let's say it's a cannon minion even, right? Or just a minion or whatever. They're gonna try to last hit that. So when they try to last hit that, you Q them and then just E, basic attack, grab dagger. So the reason you go in when they're trying to last hit a minion is because they are busy clicking here. They are busy clicking on this minion, right? They are in this animation time frame where when you auto attack, see, I'm in this time frame where I can't do much. The auto attack is already going through, so they can't back out of it. They can cancel it like this. If you try to auto attack something, and then you can like cancel it. See, like you don't go for the full hit. You just kind of like, you're gonna hit it, but then you cancel it, right? But if they go for the full auto attack, this is a good time to punish. So they try to let's hit this, Q them, E, just like that. You can also choose to, instead of Q E directly, you can Q E, basic attack, get that through. Now keep in mind, when you see me use Shampoo here, this is going to be very beginner friendly type of combos, by the way. So if you're already experienced with Katarina, this might not help you as much, but if you're starting out as Cat, this will most likely be helping you out. So as you can see, the Shampoo is placed right behind where I'm putting the dagger, because the Q dagger just jumps off and lands over here, 350 units behind an enemy, the enemy you Q. So it's very important where you position. So if I Shampoo back here and Q like that, it's going to land here. But if I Q in this direction, right? Let me just refresh. If I Q in this direction, it's gonna land here. So it's very important where you position. That will depend where your dagger will go. So if I stand here, it's gonna go here. So very important to keep in mind that it's always good to Q when they are like running towards their turret in a lot of scenarios. So that's why you want to Q them in lane like this, and so the dagger lands here. So John last hit this, Q, E, basic attack, grab dagger. That's usually your all-in combo at level 2. Keep in mind, you don't have to auto attack. Sometimes you just Q and then just E directly and auto attack during the E, because when you E, you basically auto attack. See, it auto attacks automatically. You don't actually E and then auto attack. It just, see, my hands are free. See that? Just press E, it's gonna auto attack automatically. So you can just go like that, grab dagger. I didn't right click, I didn't press A. Well, I pressed A to auto attack, so that's a level 2 combo. And I had level 3, that took a really long time, by the way, but I'm really trying to grasp the full concept of combos, so I'm sorry if I go too deep and you just want to know all the combos without knowing the background behind all the combos, but I really want to get, I really want to nail it down here. So let's say we hit level 3 now. Your combo is very different at level 3. Same plan, same idea, in lane. They're trying to last hit a minion, you do this. You E behind them, just like that, and then wait, and then Q. I know it seemed difficult. I'll put this in slow-mo for you guys. just watch here. I won't be talking, just look at how I do it, right? Now if you notice there, when you press W, your shampoo doesn't go through. Sorry, your auto attack does not go through. So it's very important that when you EW, you actually land an auto attack by actually pressing A. Well, I press A, you might be pressing right click, but I much prefer to use the button A for auto attacking because it's like that's how I gotten used to do it. But you can right click if you want. So yeah, EW, see that? It doesn't automatically auto attack. So keep that in mind that you wanna auto attack. Now let's say the turret is in this direction, right? If it's in this direction, they're gonna run towards this direction back to their turret, right? So we do this and then move here just like that. But chances are after you EW, they're already going to be walking backwards, so you might see them here. So then you can just Q like this, Q them here, and then follow them like that. So that's your typical level 3 combo. You can also at level 3 do this, Q, wait around, and then just EW, grab both, just like that. Pretty easy, right? It's very effective if you Q first instead of E. So Q, and then just do that, and then just grab both, just like that. Very easy, right? And then A, E, A, just like that. So once again, Q, EW, and then just grab both like that. Make sure you land an auto attack when you EW just to get more damage in, because early damage is really important. So these are the two ways. We're gonna go over them again, summarize, okay? So, first of all, EW, auto attack, wait for them to go in the direction, auto attack Q, auto attack E, auto attack, grab dagger. Did that make sense? Hopefully it's not too much. I hope you guys get that. I'm trying to explain this as best as I can because Katarina's combos are pretty complex sometimes. So once again, EW, auto attack, let them walk in the direction, auto attack Q, auto attack E, auto attack, grab dagger. But keep in mind, you don't have to move like this unless they just stand still. You have to move like that. So if they just stand still, don't just Q them like this and then they're gonna be walking like this toward their turret. Okay, their turret is here. So you can't just Q them like that. You have to position yourself where they're going to run. So it's very important that you do it that way. Now, this is a level 3 combo. Level 4, level 5, level 6, you do the exact same thing with the combos. Okay? Now we also showed you guys when you start with Q, you jump up behind them and then grab the 2 daggers like that. So very important to do it that way. So once you hit level 6, it becomes a little easier because this is where your shampoo refund is 84%. So once you hit level, you should have 2 points in E and 2 points in Q. Now a lot of people can go 3 points in E because the reason they do that is because it lowers the cooldown of shampoo, making the refund a lot easier to manage. But I personally like to go 2 points in Q pre-level 6 because you want some damage, you want lower cooldown daggers, you want more daggers around. And most importantly, you want more damage on your dagger. So it's very important, I think, to do it this way. So, but again, you can go 3 points in E if you want. It's not a bad option, it's just I prefer it this way. So once you hit level 6, refund on shampoo is much easier to manage. So just to show you, it's pretty low, it's pretty short. Pre-level 6, it's way longer. It's like 3 seconds pre-level 6. So that's major difference. So now your comboing is a lot easier, but generally the same idea still applies with combos in lane. So like this, I still do this. See, like just like that. And then this time, you know, you have ulti. So with ulti combos, let's say we start with Q. So Q, okay, and then just like that. And as you W, as the dagger comes down, you press ulti. So that's one way. The other way is simply EW, let them walk, and then Q, and then alt here, and let's say they're here, you hit them here as they're walking towards their turret, because their turret is always going to be here. Just keep in mind that their turret is on this side of the map. So it's very important where you position yourself around this enemy. Where you position yourself is very important, because your dagger could go like this, right, like that. Wherever it goes, you have to keep in mind, like this, let's go here. Like, you can even sync it in a way where as you roam, you can hit another champion, but your dagger hits someone else. For example, let's have an enemy dummy right here. He's too far, right? We can't Q him. Look, the Q range is really far away. We can't really do that. So we can like Q and then pretend we're walking back, And then as we see this guy come closer, we just all in him like that. Just like that. So notice I used Gunblade in this situation. So you want to make sure when you all in, you want to use Gunblade with the dagger. Keep in mind, I'm going to explain something here. At this point, with Gunblade and everything and daggers, when you put a dagger, this is the shampoo. Okay, it's a circle. The reason it's a circle is because that's the damage it's going to apply. That's a directional. Sorry, let me put dagger again here real quick. There we go. This is the range. So if I shampoo here, that shampoo damage is not going to apply unless it's inside of a target. So keep that in mind. So the dagger's here. This shampoo damage will apply. All of it will apply, including the Gunblade. All of it. So if you want to put the max amount of damage, you got to make sure that your shampoo range is inside the circle of the enemy here. So see, now it's like just inside. Now it's not inside anymore. So the shampoo damage will not apply, but the spin damage will apply. You want to make sure the shampoo damage also applies to proc Thunderlord quicker to be able to really get a lot of damage through. So like this, see, they're inside the shampoo. Okay, they're inside the circle. Boom, just like that. So that's gonna apply the full maximum damage, and it will apply Thunderlord as well. So that's how you just destroy people with one shot. And that's why people are so surprised when they see Katarina burst like that, because the damage of shampoo plus the Gunblade plus the spin, it's like a combination of all three on one target. It's just insane single target burst. But it's very important that you know how to play around shampoo, otherwise you only do half of that damage because you don't apply the shampoo damage through, because you only focused on the spin. So like I said, in certain situations you can queue a target like this, pretend you're like backing off, and then okay, you see them, okay, and then you all in W and R. And let's say you get a reset, and then you jump on another guy quickly, EW, Q, and just all in like that. Just keep going on the other targets, EW. After you kill this guy with R, let's say you killed him now with ulti, and then you go back to this target, make sure when you shampoo directionally on him based on where you think he's going to end up. So like, if he's gonna run this way, if I see him running this way, I'm gonna shampoo like here. If I see him running like that, I do this, okay, and then I Q him, and I notice, okay, he's running towards this direction, I'm gonna shampoo here and get the damage of the dagger here. So this is very important in team fights. You need to be able to coordinate where the enemy is going and coordinate how you're going to use shampoo. Every time you shampoo, you want to use W, but you can also start it with Q. So like after I kill this guy with ulti, I can also Q and then do this, and then all in like that, and then shampoo here, right, and then kill him that way, and then maybe you get another reset, and then you go back in on this, and then it's just like Katarina's playstyle is very centered around the resets. So you kill this guy, let's say, like you Q, and then you kill him like, let's say, with just the Q, and then this dagger, you should never shampoo on daggers if they're not gonna hurt anyone. Also, if you can use them to escape, obviously. So let's say Q. Okay, we killed him with Q. We didn't use that. Okay, now someone else walked here. Now we do this, and we get a reset, and we get another Q because of the Q kill we got here, which is a reset of the Q. So we get in total 3 spins on one target. So let's say this guy, low health, okay, low HP, Q, boom, he's dead. Now we pretend we're walking back. Someone walks on the dagger, and then just all in like that, and then save your Q, Q, and then all in like that, and then Q after, because you got a Q reset. I know it sounds very complex and complicated to beginners. I know if you guys already play Katarina and you play her a lot, you get this stuff, right? But this is very, very, it seems complex. It may seem complex, but when you really get the grasp of it, the combos are very, very nice to do. Let's say in a big team fight, let me just put down some more dummies here. Right, big team fight. We got all these people, right? And one thing to pay attention is crowd control. So let's say, okay, this is Lissandra. She just used her ulti on my allied dummy here. Boom. No Lissandra ulti. Rammus used taunt on this champion. This guy is just Teemo. He doesn't have CC. And this is, let's say, this is Master Yi, who also does not have crowd control. But he does have W to stop your damage, right? So, okay, who's the closest guy? Master Yi. They're all targeting him. I Q here. I notice, okay, I'm very strong. I can kill them. I Q here, right? And then they all use their stuff on him. Okay, now I go in, and then I get a spin. I get a reset on one guy. I jump on this guy. Q like that. All in like that. Get more resets, and just destroy all of them like that. Just like that. So them using CC on this one guy allowed you to do a lot of things. Also, you don't always have to wait for crowd control on the enemies. Like, oh, people say, oh, they have a Rammus, GG, it's over, Katarina can't do anything. That's not always entirely true, because if Rammus has used his CC on someone else, you're free to do whatever you want. Plus, Katarina's burst is so fast that she doesn't care about CC as much. So, like, let's say Lissandra was already half health, right? This is Lissandra, okay? She's one shot, I W, and then I go back in and I do stuff around here, right? And I kill this guy, and then by the time Rammus now finally taunts me, right? And then I can just kill him and Master Yi, but obviously I'll focus Master Yi because he's less squishy. I can also escape a situation where, let's say in a situation I want to get out, I can just Q this guy and then just shuffle out of here, because it's very important to know, like, your Q is amazing. You're able to escape many situations with Q. Like, sometimes you can position, where you position yourself really matters. So if you go here, just like that, it's always gonna land here, like behind 30-50 units behind the enemy target. Keep in mind, where you are positioned in terms of range does not matter. So, like, don't think, okay, if I stand here and Q, that means the dagger will be like where? It's gonna land here this time because I'm further away. No, the dagger will always land 350 units behind your enemy target, no matter how far you're standing outside your Q range. So I could just do this and it's always going to land here. But if I stand here, it's going to land like here, maybe, see? If I stand here, it's going to land way over there. See that? Where you position, it's always gonna be 350 units behind the enemy guy that you target. So that's why I always say, when you Q, you can just all in like that and then grab 2 daggers just like that very easily. And make sure you always try to use Gunblade like that. Go start with Gunblade first and then W, or you can EW, wait for the Gunblade and then Gunblade. So wait for the W to land on the ground and then Gunblade after. So you can see, when it comes to combos with Katarina, there is different ways of using these combos. I wouldn't call them like a set piece combo. It's like, it's not like Mortal Kombat X. It's not like fighting games where there's a set move that you have to do, like, okay, overhead, knock up on the air, and then you do stuff in the air, right? And you can do that again and again. Of course, you can do that, but in this game it's much more complex because there's different situations that will come to you, and you can't always use the same stuff every time. You know, like, I won't always EW behind this guy when there's 4 people here. I'd rather Q first and then all in, just like that, and then WR, get a lot of damage through like that. So that's pretty much it in terms of combos. These are pretty much all of them in different types of scenarios. There's also the dive one, like, let's say the turret is over here, enemy turret is here, and this guy's running. I can just, you know, he's low health, right? I can just, let's put a target dummy like right here. He's at his turret, right? And I noticed he's like low health because I poked him a lot, so I just, you know, W, E, basic attack Q, and then jump out and kill him like that. Obviously that's very, very basic stuff, because the reason you want to W first is because not only does it give you move speed to catch up to him, it also puts down a dagger as an escape tool, right? So you can also do that. Another important tip, another quick tip, it's not really combos, but these are just tips with your daggers, because Katarina is all about playing around her daggers, so you need to maneuver around her daggers. I'm walking through a bush, I W, they don't see that dagger. It's inside the bush, so you can keep walking. Now let's say they come in the bush and then you all in them like that and WR and just demolish them. Enemy dummy in here, let's say. Okay, you're walking, okay, you W, and now he's coming in the bush now. He went in, all in him. Just like that. Just like that. There you have it. Now let's say you are standing inside of a bush and someone is coming right here. I notice a lot of people tend to not know what to do in a scenario like that. When you're inside the bush and someone starts coming. what you want to do is EW right here. Let's say they're running up here. Okay, they're running towards this direction. You want to E the direction they are running towards when you EW. The direction they are most likely going to run towards. Because if you EW here, he's already walking here, and you miss the W damage because you shampooed on the wrong direction. But if you shampoo the direction they're running, you're gonna get the damage through because they're running towards this direction. If they want to back off, move a little bit like this. So like, because the dagger's here, you want to position yourself like here to get the spin here if they're gonna run here. So it's very important. You have a time frame. It's like W. See, I can move wherever I want. I also have move speed on W, so I can move however I want. So okay, I'm gonna move here now and grab the dagger like that, right? Or okay, I'm gonna move here now and get damage like that. You see what I mean? Move like that. There you have it. See? Okay, I'm gonna move down this time and do the damage more here. Where you position inside the dagger will determine where the spin damage will go. So keep that in mind. So EW, okay, I get him, and then he's moving like here. Okay, now I Q him and all in him like that and kill him in that way. This is when you start the bush. Of course, this also applies outside of just being inside of a bush. Also during lane and stuff like that. You always want to try to shampoo behind them. You can also dodge key abilities, like let's say they have Ezreal ulti. Boom, shampoo behind him. The ulti of Ezreal will go through like straight like this, and you can just avoid the ulti because you shampoo behind him. So things like that. You can also use dummies to, not just dummies, you can use enemy champions to sort of go behind walls. Like this guy here, if I shampoo like that, I just go behind the wall completely. Because I shampooed behind him, it puts me behind the wall. Now I can also press W and use that as well, so I can just, actually this wall is a little thick, so you won't be able to do that. There we go. If you just position it just right. See the W's here? I shampoo like that. Just like that. See, it's always, you have to like, the wall is very specific on this one, on the Baron wall. But there are much easier walls to do, like this one here for example. This one is very simple to do. Just like that. So you can use that as an escape tool. Try to experiment, see like what type of walls you can go through with your daggers. Like this one for example here. This one you can go over. Just make sure you're right on the edge and then shampoo like that. So in a situation where you're trying to chase, you're trying to escape, you just walk here, right on the edge, put a wall, put a dagger, and then just like that, escape in that manner. So there's different types, different ways of playing around dagger. This video might have been long, but I hope at least it was informative for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is pretty much all the combos. Just remember, you're level 1, 6, 11, and 16. At these levels, your shampoo refund goes down up to a maximum of 96%. So just keep that in mind. Every time you put a point in shampoo, your shampoo cooldown is reduced. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And much love. Much love, guys. Make sure to follow me on twitch.tv/Alninio9, where I live stream Katarina games and stuff like that. If you want to see me in action for yourself. If you still want to know more about Katarina, I have a Katarina School series down below in the description, where you can, you know, see what type of videos I got for the Katarina School series, teaching you different types of combos, all that stuff. So that's pretty much it. I will hopefully see you guys later, and I'll see y'all on the Rift. Peace out.